Yahweh. Along Wisconsin's northern coast, rivers draining the land flow into the cold, blue waters of the freshwater sea, Lake Superior. Their waters mix and mingle in shallow coastal wetlands called freshwater estuaries. Just as Lake Superior shapes them, the estuaries in turn influence the lake through the quality of the water they send her in a dynamic relationship that affects the people, wildlife, and plants of the region. Like a string of pearls, freshwater estuaries grace Lake Superior's sweeping shoreline. Each estuary is a unique treasure, a pearl, connected by the waters of Lake Superior, and each tells a story best shared by the people who cherish them. The story of the Fish Creek Estuary is one of change.
Welcome to the Fish Creek Estuary. It's kind of a unique location, and sort of like the location where the rivers meet Lake Superior and the connection between the two. We're standing right here in the middle of the western end of the Fish Creek Slough. The slough is kind of a unique spot because it's the bottom of a river and the materials that are carried down the river meeting the Lake Superior coastline. And we call, in fancy terms, this the coastal estuary. This Fish Creek Slough is an extremely important area for the European settlers when they entered this area. It was used as a transport and a storage location for the log cut that occurred before the turn of the century.
More than 47 million board feet of timber, cut from virgin pine forests, were flushed down Fish Creek. The logs ripped away the natural stream banks. Without its protective forest canopy, the red clay and sandy soils eroded into Fish Creek with each rain. The logging era forever altered the estuary. Not all changes within the estuaries are caused by humans. Some are natural and just as dramatic.
Gradually over time, we're getting deeper water depths in the lower part of the Fish Creek Estuary, and we're also getting this sort of water movement between Lake Superior and the estuary is constantly moving in and moving out, and it sort of acts in a sawing motion, keeping them deep and clean of sediments. And that creates a number of fingers or old river channels. Those fingers are really important to the change of water in the lower part of an estuary. And that also creates unique habitat for northern pike. And there's probably 30 or 40 other species that have a strong connection between the estuary and the nearshore areas.
Another water change unique to Lake Superior's estuaries, called a seiche, is caused by wind and barometric pressure affecting the lake. A seiche pushes lake water upstream into an estuary and temporarily raises water levels. The fluctuations work like a tide, but usually occur in cycles lasting less than an hour. Seiches constantly soak and dry portions of the estuary, creating unique opportunities and niches for animals to find food resources not present in inland wetlands. Fish Creek continues to change.
About 1980, the Department of Natural Resources realized that we needed to purchase some of this property as the state of Wisconsin and set it aside so that we don't make these intrusions again. And we now own a fairly large portion of the coastal estuary, which means that it probably won't change significantly for, I hope, 5 or 6 generations. So the changes that we see occurring in the estuary in the future are expected to be these normal changes, the fluxing of the estuary back and forth, its relationship between the stream and the lake, and not the intrusions of man.